Hello. How can you and I be an instrument of God's love during this Christmas season? Join us as we talk about that on Together in Grace.
Welcome to Together in Grace. Today we are talking about being an instrument of God's love during this Christmas season. We all know that as the Christmas season starts, people get, there's joy, there's laughter, but there's also a lot of stress. How can we be a witness to people as instruments of God's love at this time? Because it's rush. Some people are just not very nice in stores. How do we do that?
I think when you're out and about, trying to have patience. That way, when you go to a store and you see they're under a lot of stress, all you have to do is say, "How are you doing today? Gosh, I know you're so busy. Thank you for your job. You're doing a really good job during this time." And just acknowledging that they are working hard during this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, for myself, first of all, joy's got to come from really within. And what I like to do is, I love decorating. I love decorating my house. I do it for myself and for my family and, for guests. You want it to be so cozy. You want to welcome people in and it be cheery. Put on the Christmas music. That's me. That makes me happy. I love Christmas music.
Yes.
While I'm doing all that. And just if you want to say that, preparing when you go out brings joy. You have an attitude of joy. You don't want to muster it up. You want it to be for real.
Right.
And you're thinking of your family. I'm mindful of you want to bring joy and happiness and love even to your own family. Help them realize, how loved they are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's part of that.
Right. Yeah. I always have my Christmas. I've got an Adobe thing, and inside of it has lights, and I keep the lights in there. Why take them down?
I know.
You can light it up.
How pretty.
And then, most of the time I always put out a nativity scene because to me, I want in my family to really remember what the season's all about.
Right.
And of course you put, pretty decorations and everything, and it makes it look, like you said, very cozy.
Festive, cozy.
Anybody that comes in, you could have friends over, you could have family over, and it looks, yes.
My husband has bought a Christmas village that every year he adds to it. And he just always is saying, "Oh my gosh, this is like my favorite part of our whole Christmas decoration." So we got the white snow thing going on, and we have all the lights on in all of the buildings. And I do love that. I think that's really neat. But I love all the Christmas decor, I will say.
Right.
I don't overly do it, because then I'm the one that has to put it all away. So
Right.
Right.
that would not bring me joy. But I also like to do it way in advance. I'm not one that waits till after
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I'll even do it like that week of Thanksgiving or
before.
Yeah.
Really?
I do. It's
Well,
like I can't
and when do you
wait for it
take
to
it
be
down?
Christmas.
After New Year's?
I take it down, usually New Year's Day.
Okay. Yeah, because to me, it's, if you're going to put it up, enjoy it for a while.
I know. Because it's so much work. Yeah, I do. I really enjoy that.
I go and help my mom. I help her set hers up, and she's got a beautiful nativity, placed in a prominent place in her living room, and we put the little lights up. But I want my mommy to feel the cheer.
Yes.
So same with my kids. It's like everywhere we go, we want to see how you decorated.
Right.
And enjoy, and enjoy it. Make your hot cocoa. There's a sweet feeling that you have. It's the warm, the cozy, the fellowship of those with you that you love.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you visit some house, or friends or visitors, You want them to feel that
Yeah.
warm embrace.
That's right.
I mean, and it is about Jesus.
That's right.
And you set the tone. So it's even if you're alone, make yourself happy.
Right. That's
That's
what
true.
would you say are the challenges during this time?
Well, from what I see when I go out, sometimes you see people and they're rushing, and they don't have these happy faces. I mean, it's like, I just think they want to shop and they want to get stuff done, but it gets crowded in stores or whatever. And I feel for them, because to me it's like, I can't say I have been stressed from Christmas for a long time, because to me it's not about all the gifts and the giving. To me it's spending time with family, but also it's putting Him first. I mean, look at, God gave us the ultimate gift, God our Father. He sent His Son to be born of a virgin, and that we get the benefits of Him dying on the cross for our sins. What a great gift.
Right.
I know it.
I mean, that's, I think, the best gift to give anybody in this season, because of the fact that if they don't know the Lord, you're just going all over the place,
Right.
and you have no peace. And to
Yeah.
me, I want to see people with peace.
Yeah.
They do all this stuff, and then the day of Christmas, yeah, you get to enjoy it, but it's a lot of work, cooking and doing all kinds of stuff.
Right. You can take the pressure off. I say with your family. I mean, we've kind of got to a place where I don't expect them to have to buy me something.
Right.
If you have an expectation on people, you'll get let down. And it's like, don't put that pressure on them.
Right.
Really, you want a gift to be from the heart. And it doesn't have to be an elaborate gift. You know what I think is so precious too, that I just love? When it's homemade. Something that somebody crafted. I have a precious nephew that made little craft people to look like you, and
Oh,
put them in
wow.
like cube acrylic boxes, and it's like, I want one of those. It was just really precious. And then a whole other family, they all do ornaments, and they give the ornaments to each other. So their tree is loaded with all homemade ornaments, which is really precious. So don't have the expectations put on people.
Right.
Be a blessing.
What would you say is the most challenging part for you, though, during this time?
The challenging times are when you have if you want to say, the disagreements. You can't talk religion, you can't talk politics, you don't go there.
That's true.
Because you want, and that's the thing with the world right now. There's so much division. Don't bring it in the home.
Right.
Let's remember that we are family, or we are humans, that we can love each other. We don't have to agree on everything.
That's right.
Right.
You can be disagreeable, but let's not talk about that.
That's right.
Let's have fun together.
Yeah. Right.
Let's make memories together.
Well,
So
that's
the
where you
hardest part is, especially when they come in with a wrong attitude,
Yeah.
because we're not on the same page.
Right.
And you try to squelch it.
Well, and that's where you show the love of Christ to them, right?
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
there's so many other things that you can talk about. Why would you focus on that, on your disagreements? And you can just show them love and be kind and do something fun. Don't have to
Correct.
there's so many things to talk about in this world. Why would you even go there?
Yes.
Yes.
And
So show them
engaging,
love.
engaging
Yes,
with
and
people,
love them.
eye to eye, having heartfelt talks, not distracted with the TV and your phone,
Exactly.
Right,
but actually engaging.
right.
Where sometimes you don't see a family member for an entire year. The only time you see
Right.
them is during the holidays.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
I think isn't the great thing too if they come to your house that you can be playing, well, especially Christmas music if it's focused on the Lord. Mm-hmm. So you're setting that tone in your home,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Because maybe during the other times you may not, or they may, be like whatever, not wanting to listen to it. But during that time you can.
Correct.
So you can show
Christmas
them
music
love.
is all about the Lord.
Right.
And that's what's wonderful.
Well, there's some that's.
And there's some that's not, but truthfully, a lot of it is about Him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the ones I play, because to me it's just all about Him. Yes, I like the fun ones, Feliz Navidad and all those places. But still, it's just the ones that have come out that are just so beautiful, And it brings you peace as you're listening to it. Right. I always kind of like to have music going in my house anyway. And it's usually either praise and worship or something, that's going to bring peace.
Yeah.
You want peace in your home. And I really think it does set the atmosphere peacefully.
Right.
So, yeah.
So just say a prayer before you go out into the hustle
know,
and
so
bustle,
true.
right?
Yeah, I think all of us should do that.
It's so true.
Right. Not just during then, obviously, but just because the people that are serving you are under so much more stress. That's when you can give them more grace.
Right.
And be extra kind.
Well, and that's the thing, you go places, and it's true. You want to be the example for them, and just love on them. To me, it's like I always try to say something nice to whoever's serving you. I always say, "Good morning. How's your night? How's your day?
Right.
Things like that, because you just never know.
A lot of times people are there for a purpose, to get what they're getting and get out of my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a fight to get whatever. And you forget. They forget. There's people all around. Behave.
That's true. That's true. You want to be that witness to just love on people. That's exactly what the Lord did. He always loved on people. And that's what we would, He would require for us to do. Share our love with people.
And then, I was going to say, another thing is there are a lot of people that are just out and about that they don't celebrate. They don't celebrate Christmas, or they don't have the means, or they have no family. And it's like, Holy Spirit, help me to recognize or see where people are hurting.
Yeah.
And that's important. As we continue talking about being an instrument of God's love at this time, we're going to continue on that subject and on how we can be there for these people that are hurting and by themselves. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Together in Grace, where we're talking about how we can be an instrument of God's love now for this Christmas season. And you brought up an interesting part of for people that might be alone, people that can't even buy gifts, or they're having a hard time. Even with stuff that's going on now, look at all the people that are not working in the government. They're not getting their paychecks. How can we be that witness to them? I would say. How can we show them that kind of love and be there for them?
I believe that if you can be moved by the Holy Spirit to bless somebody, to be a blessing to somebody. Reach out. If there's people that you know that are struggling, go out and bring them groceries. Help them.
Right.
You can give them a financial gift, or even just give them something meaningful, a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
That they're thought of, that they're loved.
I think that's when you said something homemade. Make cookies, do something like that. That is always so appreciative.
Yeah.
Or a gift card to a grocery store.
Yeah.
Or a gas place, which
I
you
have
know
to
is something that they need.
Yeah. I I have to say I love it because Mary Kay will make tamales for the Christmas season,
Ooh.
and she shares her tamales.
Yum.
That I look forward to
Oh,
whenever
yes.
she does it.
Yeah.
It's not all the time, and she makes bizcochitos. You know, when you get homemade stuff like that, you know, and I used to do that and then give them to my neighbors, you know, the two that, you know, they were by themselves. Just to see the joy in their face that they receive something homemade, you know. Or I'd invite my neighbor Sam over for dinner or something, you know, just because we knew he was by himself.
Right.
When someone is by themselves, you want to be a blessing.
Special.
Yeah,
Take them some cookies.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, in Galatians 5:22 it says the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith. So these are all things that we can do not only during the season, even though we're specifically thinking about that, but I think even when you have that spirit of peace around you, that you're not the one that's getting all uptight during this time.
Right.
And you are. I'm thinking of when you do go shopping, because I would say that's not something I enjoy.
I don't like shopping. I'll tell you right there and then.
So I do have to pray, and sometimes I'll make it like I'll stop at Starbucks and I'll get a cup of coffee, and I'll be like, I'm just going to take my time, look at stuff, don't get stressed, you know. Just little things, if you can do anything like that, just to say, like, instead of going like, oh my God, I have to do all this Christmas shopping, but what if you do something fun for yourself like that?
Right. No, that's true. I know for years we all used to give gifts to each other all the time. But then, you know, when the family gets big, we drew names. If you draw names, then it's not so much. You don't want to put a financial burden on people. And truthfully, what do we really need? I mean, as a society, everybody gets, if someone wants something, they're going to go get it themselves anyway. So in reality, what do you buy? You know, I think, like you said, making stuff for people homemade is probably the best thing, you know, because everybody gets what they want anyway. So why? I think, you know, when you exchange names that way, then you can really thoughtfully put something together for that person and make it special.
Well, we exchange names too, but you know what? We do a dollar limit.
Yeah, you have to do that.
And that way you're not like, oh, well, she spent 40 and I'm only spending whatever, 15. But when you do a dollar limit, to me, that eliminates a lot of stress.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you shop wisely, there's a lot of stuff that's on sale. You know, so yeah. So pick a plan of where you want to go. Don't waste your time going all over the place. And if you truly hate that, you know, Amazon, just order it on there. That way you don't even have to go anywhere. You just wrap it. And
The fun of it is going out and seeing people, though.
Well, you know
Some.
what's fun? Is going out and caroling at somebody's door.
Have you done that?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's so fun. Because nobody does it anymore. I mean, and it's been years since I remember our neighbors, and I'm thinking about now, when I had the kids here. Now it's just John and I. But when we have friends over, I just remember doing it with my family, and we went to the neighbor's house and sang. And they had cookies, or we come in and have cocoa, but you talk to your neighbors. And I remember we went to a neighbor, and he was just so blessed because he lived alone.
Yeah.
We made his day. We sang and I brought cookies.
How fun.
But that was so fun, and it's a memory for my family.
That's right.
And we've done it to show up at somebody's door not expecting. That's kind of fun. That's a make a memory.
We were at Old Town during Christmas Eve. It was already late, so the Illuminaria tour had already happened. And my nephew said, well, no one was in the gazebo, so he was like, oh, let's go sing a Christmas carol in there. And that's not my family. Like maybe your family just breaks out in song. We are not that family. But anyway, so we went there and we sang like some really simple song. Well, this people that were there had written out all these Christmas carols. And they joined us, and they passed out all the Christmas
Wow.
carols for all of us to sing. And next thing we knew, there was a lot of people in the gazebo, and we all sang Christmas carols.
That's so fun.
Oh, that's
That
neat.
is such a fun memory for me.
Well, that's a blessing for people because you started it. You actually went up and started it.
Right. But if you know my family, that's why it's a Christmas miracle. Because we don't do that. Although we do a lot of fun stuff. But that was like the first time we really just did it, and everyone, no matter how shy they were, they just entered it. And then it was kind of fun because it was kind of dark, so not like, there was no spotlights on us. But that's a Christmas memory that I'll always remember. And yeah, that didn't cost, other than costing you your embarrassment, that was a lot of
But
fun.
look at how you bless people. That's
Well,
bliss.
that others joined in, that was amazing.
Yes, yes.
And to this day, we still talk about it. And that probably happened like 25 years ago.
Oh, when your kids were
Wow.
really little.
Yeah.
I guess it's your guys are due to go back
Yes.
there and
I
do it.
know, I guess we need to do that. Print some more. You know, yeah. Well, another Christmas memory we do is we write, I print out the 12 days of Christmas. And when all my family gets together, we separate, you know, however many wants to, and we make pretty much everyone participates, but you're not doing it alone. Like maybe my family will do the 5 golden rings or whatever, but everyone does it, and it's so much fun.
How fun.
It's fun.
At least you're making it fun for them, you know.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Because the memories is what sticks with you. And you're using all the fruits of the spirits. Really, when you think about it, you're using it. You know, you've got peace, but you're doing kindness and you're doing all these things. And it's a blessing to people. I think the one on Old Town is best.
Yeah, it's a blessing to be giving
Mm-hmm.
more than receiving.
Right.
To bring joy to somebody
That's right.
is a blessing.
That's right.
Sometimes you have to think about it. What can I do
Mm-hmm.
to be a blessing?
And there's a lot we can do.
Yeah, those are just some things. But
Yeah.
the other thing too, which I don't do as much anymore, is even just sending out a Christmas card. Just showing that you,
Yes.
not a text, because I know a
No,
lot of
or
people will
not an
send you the
email.
text.
There's email cards. It's not as
Right.
meaningful.
No, it's not. But when someone took the time out to just say, hey,
Right.
I know we haven't seen each other in a long time, but was thinking of you during this holiday season. You know,
Yeah.
a handwritten note, oh my gosh.
Or how about calling a relative that you haven't talked to in a long time, actually calling them? What a delightful surprise
Definitely.
to talk to somebody.
Right, because that doesn't cost you anything other than your time.
Correct, correct.
And you don't have to stay on the phone.
Just
even
that
if
you're
even if
thinking
you're
of
dreading
them.
it, right?
I've
and
just
you
been
go,
thinking about you. I want to check in
Yes.
on you.
Exactly.
Wish you a Merry Christmas, and I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. How can I pray for you? That means a lot.
It does mean a lot. Because I know a few times I have cousins in California, and we don't see each other very much. But it's funny because my one cousin, Anna, all of a sudden I'll call her just to see how they're doing or whatever, or all of a sudden she'll say, can you talk? And she'll call. I really appreciate that because you don't get to see them. And when you can catch up and talk about, you know, because there's 3 sisters over there, and, you know, she and I keep up. And it's sad because I don't keep up with the other 2, and I should check on them, you know. But I think it says a lot when you
Take
call
the
and you
time.
talk.
Yeah.
You do that. So yeah,
Personal touch is always amazing.
it is. Personal touch is always good, you know.
Yeah, not just during the holiday season though,
But
right?
I think it's, you
But
do.
it just makes you think of it, I think, more during that time.
Yes.
Exactly. But I think if you can do that year round, I mean, because there's, let's face it, you're busy, you're working, you want to be able to bless people. Well, you write that little note and just send it. What a blessing for the person to receive it on the other end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like you would appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes. I mean, because anything you get in the mail is mainly junk. So it's,
I know, right?
So
To
it's
get a
like
Christmas card.
if you get something, you know, card or whatever, And I have a few cousins that send cards, which I really appreciate, and I have friends that send them, and it is appreciated, you know. So yeah,
Yeah, the mail's not that exciting anymore.
I know.
The only thing I get exciting is if I get an invitation. Then you're like,
Right.
oh, who's getting married or whatever, you know.
Yeah, getting a Christmas card is exciting.
It is. And that's the thing is because it reminds you of the purpose of what the season's all about. And with this, we hope that us sharing will give you a kind of a fire to go out and spread God's love this season. Because we all get busy, we go with the hustle and bustle, and we just invite you to go out and spread the love of Jesus to those around you this season. Know that we really appreciate you watching. You're just getting to hear a little bit about us and what we do and stuff. And we just want you to enjoy your Christmas season with your family, your friends, your neighbors. And we ask that God would bless you as you bless others. And we also thank you that you join us here on Together in Grace. We love, we appreciate you, and just know that God loves you so much. And it's because of our Father that He sent His Son at this Christmas season for all of us. So know that we love you, and may God bless you. Thank you for joining us.